as we welcome in our pal from CH Insurance. It's Joe Convertino Jr. with this week's Cup of Joe. Joe, how are you?
Hey, good morning. How you been?
Good. I was just talking about the concerts, and I know at the Amp, I've seen you at more than one show. You're a big live music concert guy.
Oh, yeah, I love it. I was just going to ask you, can you believe that's starting up soon? Is it end of this month or June's the first concert? June 8th?
You know what? I'm not sure, but that's a good question. One year, the first concert was around this time. It was like early May. I remember when it came out on the calendar, I was like, wow, for around here, you're taking a chance.
Oh, it's unbelievable. Yeah, no, I just looked. It's June 8th, Chris Stapleton.
Oh, man. Now, are you going
coming up?
You go to a lot of the shows. Are you going to be at that one?
No, I'm getting tired of country, Gomez.
Yeah.
There's a lot of country there. Now, I know,
That's true.
A lot of people just love country. Last year, I thought the Lover Boy and the Styx and REO was unbelievable. Maybe it's because it's in our genre, right? Back in the 80s. Agreed.
And as far as the country shows, I know Zach Brown, and that's a concert ticket that we have tickets that we're giving away for. Awesome live, because he does a lot of rock songs in his set. He covers Who and Queen and
a lot of these guys and artists are doing the knockoffs from the Elton Johns, right? All the old timers. Hey, Gomez, I was going to ask you, I love that question. It was a hard question this morning, by the way, but does your wife snoop at your phone?
No, you know what? It came up once before, Joe. We both actually had the same password on our phones. It's just kind of like,
God.
It's like, there's nothing, I mean, I have some friends that will send me some, like you, I'm sure, have friends that send you very questionable content that if you were to look at it without any explanation, it would require, it's like, what is this?
Right.
Oh, well.
Linda would look at my phone and she's like, oh, my God, he's golfing again.
I'm looking at mine, just as we're talking about it. I mean, I've got, at this point, because we do the Food Quest videos for our Facebook page. So there's a lot of pictures of food from restaurants around the area.
That's great.
A couple of events recently, at night. But we just, like I said, we have the same password for like all of our stuff. It's the same one. So there you go. Have at it.
Now, see, Gomez, I don't want to get into it. Just touch lightly. Should you really have the same password for both phones for data breach and things that could happen to you?
Probably not, but I'm also, like, for example, Joe, I don't do any banking on my phone. I don't have PayPal. I have no
good.
I have no information really.
No Venmo. You don't Venmo golf bets?
I don't Venmo nothing, and it's cost me like admission to some events.
It's funny. Hey, Gomez, couple sporting items. Yankees on a 3-game win streak. NBA playoffs are coming down the stretch for these last few days for at least the championships in the each Eastern and Western, and then we got the PGA next week. What a great!
And you're going, I
10
think,
days,
right?
What a great! No, I'm out of town. That's a whole nother story. No, are you going?
No, we just never got in. I know it's sold out, and we were talking about that yesterday at the Golf League, wondering how many of the live golf guys are going to be at the Oak Hill in Rochester next week, because a few of them were at the Masters, obviously, and played pretty well.
Correct. Yeah, Phil. I think Phil's there. My daughter lives in Rochester, and I guess she saw on the news or something. He's up early, just kind of practicing and goofing around for the next week. So who knows? It'll be a good event. And then our Yankees are on a 3-game win streak, which is nice.
And Aaron Judge off the IL, so that's good.
Yes.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Joe. Hey, listen, good to get caught up with that, but I know you're busy. Insurance, and now this time of the year, we're heading into the middle part of May. Summer months, anything seasonal from either like the consumer side or the business side that people ought to be paying attention to this time of the year?
Yeah, a couple things. A lot of the consumers on the personal insurance side, they're getting their jet skis out, their boats out, right? They're opening up the camps. Make sure, that the insurance is set up and, properly documented. Work with your agent to make sure. A lot of people bring the boats out and, if they take the insurance off, you got to make sure you put the insurance on when you're out on the lake. So not a lot of issues there. The sump pump coverage we talk about every spring is, we've been getting some rains, make sure that's done. On the business side, I just want to touch base briefly, over the last year, we talk about how payrolls have increased, Gomez, for a lot of businesses. Businesses are doing better across central New York. And insurance has an audit, believe it or not. Part of the policy, some of them are audited, meaning, the more you make, the more you pay from a general liability standpoint. So, work with your agent. Don't just take that audit, fill it out, and push it to the carrier because, they're just going to slap maybe an additional premium on it. There could be ways of different items that are excluded, even on the sales standpoint, because you might be doing a different task that from that standpoint. Again, whether you're a contractor, restaurant, manufacturer, there's different codes. And then the workers' comp, make sure your classifications are fine. And, another thing in workers' comp, overtime normally is time and a half is excluded. It goes in at flat time, not time and a half for workers' comp. So you don't want to pay the extra time and a half to premium. So work with your local agent. Obviously, if you need help, call any of the team here at CH. But, just be vigilant with looking at your renewals. It's just a great time of year to do a spring check. And, we'd love to be in your corner if you need help. So, we're in a good place. We're in a good place moving forward into 2023.
Joe, good stuff as always. It's Joe Convertino Jr. from CH Insurance and our Cup of Joe, and we'll talk to you in a couple of weeks.
You got it. Have a great day.